I was going, how can I put together my love for being a goofball and my love for tulle and tutus and ballet and extravagance, and how can I give that to an audience that wouldn't usually go to the ballet? It's a bit classist and very old school.
A lot of ists.
Yes, exactly. So how do I pack in ballet in 5 minutes? And so I made a parody on Swan Lake.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Without giving
Swan
too
Pond.
much away. That's what I have created.
Yes, I'm gonna lovingly call it Swan Pond.
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events. Fortunate events. Fortunate events. A series of fortunate events.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of the series of Fortunate Events podcast, brought to you by who? Still me, MeMeCherry, and our sponsor, Neil Does Art. But today, I am joined by
Bella Schleiker.
Bella is a dancer, a writer, and just a performer extraordinaire with, may I say and presume, a kooky brain?
At this point, I don't even know how to describe myself.
We went, yes.
Multifaceted, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
You are an essence, I think, is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
You're a vibe.
A vibe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In all the ways, I think.
You were a vibe last night. So, cutting ahead. We thank you, Kiki Maroon. Shout out Kiki Maroon. Oh, we're still in Vegas. Hey, still at the Virgin Hotel. Thank you, Virgin Hotel. And thank you, Kiki Maroon, former guest of the show, friend of the pod, who generously referred some guests and gave us tickets to the show last night. So we went last night to Mavericks.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Oh my God, it was amazing. And we were front row.
Yeah.
And
Oh, were you front row?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
See, when
But
I'm
it's
up there,
hard.
I'm like,
Yeah, no, it's hard, and I get it. Like after being on stage, it's hard. Like all you see is like lights,
Yeah.
and silhouettes.
Well, with what I do, I like looking at the audience.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I'm looking at the audience, then it makes me feel like I'm actually connected and
Well, it's
present.
part of your performance, if I may
It
say.
is, but I mean, coming from the ballet world, we don't really break that fourth wall.
But your ballet done Vegas style.
Totally.
So
Totally.
we get to this kooky show. I was already knew a little bit. I had done the deep diving on the Instagram, so I had a feeling of what these acts would be like. It's still not the same as seeing it in person.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we came with a dream and a hope of going to the strip club the first night we got here, and I was so tired we didn't. So that pack of ones that we brought for the strippers, I heavily threw it all of you last night. I said, fuck that, they're getting the stripper money. And I was just throwing it like that too.
Listen, we appreciated it. We really did. We really did.
And so how about you describe your number? Because I don't know how much you want to give away of it. And then we'll go.
Yeah, so I guess background story is I was a ballet dancer my whole life.
Please, thank you.
So I started when I was 4 and thought that's what I was going to do. I was going to be a professional ballet dancer. I was going to be in New York. That
was the dream.
That was it. But I was always a bit of a class clown.
Okay.
A bit rebellious.
No.
I know. Right. Yeah. And so I was training out in Boston for ballet. And then I ended up moving back home to Vegas and then got picked up by a circus
This is
company.
home.
This is home. I'm born and raised in Vegas. Yeah.
No wonder you're kooky.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
We're unicorns.
Oh,
We're total
yes.
unicorns.
Yes.
But yeah, so moved back, got into this circus company
Okay.
called Spiegelworld.
Okay.
And they have a couple shows on the Strip, Absinthe, Atomic Saloon. And at the time, I was with the show Opium.
Okay.
And understudying.
These
and swinging.
names.
I
Absinthe,
know,
Opium.
It's crazy.
Anyways.
It's Vegas. It's Vegas.
LSD.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically got my start in circus there and really fell in love with clowning. So I was going, how can I put together my love for being a goofball and my love for tulle and tutus and ballet and extravagance, and how can I give that to an audience that wouldn't usually go to the ballet? It's a bit classist and very old
A
school.
lot of ists.
Yes, exactly. So how do I pack in ballet in 5 minutes? And so I made a parody on Swan Lake,
Yes.
basically,
Yes.
without giving
Swan
too
Pond.
much away. That's what I have created.
Yes, I'm gonna lovingly call it Swan Pond.
Yeah.
And we won't give away the act, but I will say that you interact with the audience in a very specific kind of way.
Yes.
You have a question about that. I'll let you keep that question because now I started to think about it, but yeah, I'm going to let you keep that question. I am fascinated by this show, period. How long have you been with Mavericks?
So we opened in October officially.
Okay.
And I was part of the opening cast.
Oh, okay.
But luckily enough, I kind of jump in and out because I travel for work.
Yeah, I've noticed it's a bit of a rotation.
Yeah, which is
cast.
super, super cool.
Yeah.
Is that you're never going to get the same show.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is cool for us as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, Kiki jumped in this week
Yes.
to host.
Yes.
And I mean, like, that's show business.
I
And just like
know.
last minute, and it's so commendable.
Yeah.
But anyways, besides that, yeah.
Yes.
So
What's it like being a part of the Missbehavin Mavericks cast?
I love it. I am so lucky to have Amy, who is Misbehave.
Yes.
Amy Saunders, on my side and super supportive.
Yes.
I actually got involved with the whole Misbehave productions by doing her show, Misbehave Game Show, on Virgin.
Oh.
Virgin Cruise Lines.
Yes, I see.
So it's all full circle.
Yes, I've been seeing that on
Yeah.
the Instagrams.
Yeah.
Yes.
So last year, 2023
I love that.
through 2024, for 5 months I was on a cruise ship.
Wow. Okay.
And I was
okay.
doing game show. And so
Tell me all about that.
hard.
Okay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. I felt very disconnected from the world, obviously being in the middle of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to see so many amazing places. I started out in Europe, so we ported in and out of Barcelona, which I love Spain.
Barcelona.
Barcelona, yes. Yeah, and was in Ibiza and the Mediterranean and the south of France. It was beautiful. And then we did a 9-day voyage to the Caribbean. That was, am I allowed to cuss?
Please.
Fucking terrible.
Oh.
9 days at sea,
Oh.
not touching land.
Yeah.
The first day I got to Miami, I was like,
Kissing the ground.
yes, bless America. That was it. I was so happy to be back in the States.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite the experience. I was on the ship with some other circus artists, which was so awesome.
What are the quarters like when you're like part of the staff of a cruise ship?
Luckily enough, I had a really nice room to myself
Hey.
with some portholes,
Hey.
big bed. It was
Nice.
great. It was great.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Better than below deck.
Well, I mean, I was below deck.
Okay.
But at least, well, kind of.
But like the show that they have them like
Yes.
bunking with like two
No.
people in a tiny room.
No, thank God. And again, Amy, really good for pushing that. So, yeah, so I was doing the show, and that's how I got my reps in with this act.
Nice.
So she took a chance on me. And I think it's working out. So then, yeah, got off the ship, was traveling and doing work all around the world. And then she told me that they're opening up a show in Vegas. And I was
Wow.
like, I think it's the right time to be back home.
Yes.
So came back home in September, got the show up and running, and it's been great ever since.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. What has been the rose and thorn of performing in a show like this in Vegas?
That's a really good question. I think the rose is that I get to be with my whole family's out here.
Oh, beautiful.
Whole family. Mom, dad.
Have they come and see the show?
Yes.
Oh.
And they look at me and they're just like, so this is where the the money on ballet went. But they couldn't be more supportive.
Before I forget, speaking of roses and thorns, the literal roses, is that a specific part of the act? And do people that are placed in specific tables get roses to throw at you? Or do people just show up with roses to throw at you?
Do I want to disclose? No. Showbiz.
Because I was fascinated last night.
It's funny that you didn't see it, but our crew, when I'm walking down the aisle to get onto stage, they're behind me handing them.
Oh, just like how when they came out with the umbrellas.
It's up to the audience
if they want
to figure out that's what I want them to do, is to throw the roses at me. And so it becomes this game with the audience. And I guess that's a rose for me.
Yeah.
That I get to play.
Yeah.
In a Vegas show, to be able to play and like every night's going to be different is so nice, because you get really stuck in the like 10 shows a week, feeling like it's a bit of a, I don't know, a cycle of just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So as a clown or physical comedian, being able to interact with the audience is just so lovely.
It. You know, I loved your number. It was one of my favorite ones of the entire night. He can tell you that I was dissecting it like, is it the banquet tables that it's like part of the ticket that they get the roses to like throw at the stage? And it's interesting, right? Because usually for like, you know, my kind of like what turns me on, right? And she's beautiful and I loved it. The champagne number is like usually what would have been like, oh, my favorite number of the night. But no, you were one of my favorite numbers of the night because it's so silly and kooky and funny and you're committed.
It's like, I don't know how to, with an act like that, there's no way that I can't go out there and do 110%. And I am dead by the end of it. Totally.
I know I asked you when you got here how you were feeling. How do you recover from shows like this? Especially a physical show like the one that you do.
For me, I really, really have to get away. That's a big part of it for me. Like I really dedicate my time to, especially in the mornings, just like I wake up in the morning and I meditate and I do a lot of writing.
Nice. Oh yeah. Of course,
yeah,
you're a writer.
writing's a big part of it for me, and that just gets me away from everything, and it's nice to stay close to my family through all of this. It's good to have a balance of show life and being in show business with a bunch of incredible artists and beautiful people, but it's also nice to have my family here to keep me grounded.
Do you ever write about your performances or your experiences as a performer?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Like actually, journal style or
I'm more of a journal style writer as of right now.
Okay.
And I'm lucky that I get to travel the world and see the world. So a lot of my writing ends up being in all of these amazing, incredible places.
That's amazing.
And what I see. So I always have a tiny notebook with me, no matter what. Yeah. I've got like 5 notebooks in my bag right now.
I love that.
And if I see something, it doesn't matter. It could be a painting or anything. I'll write it down, and then usually I'll write about it. Yeah.
I'm a picture and screenshot taker. I'm a very visual person.
Yeah.
But in oral, like my mom is the writer. She's a journal writer. She's a journalist. That's what she went to school for.
Cool.
And I'm fascinated by writers. He's a good writer. Okay. Talk to me about this Eagles fandom of yours. Yep. How deep is your love?
Is
that why you have a bird inspired number? Do you have a thing for birds?
Actually, okay, so this is a great question because I'm fucking scared. I'm terrified of birds.
So you're working through your trauma.
Maybe this is a lot of trauma. It's a lot of trauma that I'm going through, but I am the biggest Philadelphia Eagles fan. Go Birds. Hey. We won the Super Bowl.
Hey.
I'm going to have a really, really good year now because of it.
Nice.
But yeah, my family's from Philadelphia.
Okay.
So I was really born into it, like literally out of the womb.
Okay.
Eagles jersey put on.
You didn't cry, you squawked.
Exactly. and I squawk on stage and everything. But yeah, I wonder. So I keep saying that I'm terrified of birds, but my life like revolves around birds. And I'll go any country that I'm in, I'll see a swan, and it's like, oh, maybe I'm being protected right now by the universe. That's it. But I'm terrified of pigeons.
Yes.
I hate them.
Oh my gosh,
really
I grew up
do.
in Puerto Rico, and
I love Puerto Rico so much.
I do too.
It means a lot to me that little island is wonderful.
Oh, don't make me cry. And I grew up in Old San Juan, where we have El Parque de las Palomas, which is like the pigeon park. And I didn't know any better when I was little. Like, you go as a little kid and they sell you like bird feed. And then the whole idea is to like hold it in your hand and have like your parents take pictures of you covered in birds. And then there's always that one family member that's like, what are you doing? They're flying rats.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. So I actually spent quite a bit of time in Puerto Rico because I was doing this thing called Clowns Without Borders.
Oh.
So I was traveling around with 3 other clowns and doing shows for the kids of Puerto Rico. So I was everywhere in Arecibo and San Juan, on the west side, and deep in the mountains as well. And it was...
I grew up in the mountains too.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's a really, really special place.
Someday I'm going back again for good, but not...
Yeah, you have to.
I know, one of these days.
I love it. I love it.
Clowning. I love clowns. I have a lot of friends that like... There's this like Venn diagram in my world lately of like drag, burlesque, and clowning.
Yeah.
And they tend to like overlap each other in one
They
way
do.
or another. What's your favorite part of clowning, and what's the hardest part of clowning? This clownery.
I guess the hardest part is getting over the fact that you are going to fail. And you're gonna have to figure out what it is on stage, what you're trying to do. The only thing that you can do is fail on stage.
Okay.
Especially when I'm trying to create new material. And that's really hard because and it's funny because I was a ballet dancer my whole life. So perfectionism is deeply ingrained.
I was going to say the opposite of failure.
Completely to the opposite spectrum. I think I'm a bit of a masochist, but yeah.
No wonder I like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're my people.
Yeah. So to get over that kind of that barrier of setting, it's not that I'm setting myself up for failure, but I'm kind of, I have to start expecting that and just getting over it.
Allow for space to be taken up by either success or failure.
Yeah, and kind of letting the audience breathe through me. I don't know what they think about me. You know, I have no clue. So when I go on stage and already have this expectation that, oh my God, they're going to hate me or something. I mean, it happens. It happens. But that's probably the hardest part. And the best part is being present with them, is actually breaking that fourth wall. Yeah. And relating. And like, what 50-year-old man can relate to Swan Lake? And there's a lot of them.
They were eating it up.
Yeah. And they love it. And it's nice to laugh with the audience.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. I have some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
Just, it's okay, off the cuff.
Yeah, great.
We're not marrying any of them.
Great.
Ballet or football? You can only pick one. She's already off the top.
Oh no. Football.
Ooh, okay. Favorite Eagles player of all time?
Oh God. I want to say Saquon Barkley, but that's for today.
Oh.
That's for today.
Okay.
He's the GOAT.
That's
He's
today's
amazing.
choice.
Yes, but maybe Randall Cunningham.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't even born when he was playing, but he's a Vegas native. So.
Got it. Best football game snack besides me?
What? Best football game
snack?
Snack. Because
I'm a snack.
A soft pretzel.
Ooh, I like that. I'm a baker, so you got me there.
Yep.
Funniest dance fail moment?
Oh my God. I was 11 years old and I was going so full out. I was doing, we have these things called summer intensives. So I was doing a summer intensive with American Ballet Theater in Austin, Texas. And I ate shit so bad. I was like so into it, so expressive, like hitting it so hard and threw my head back, and my feet just went right under me, right in front. It was terrible. But then out of that, I got a full scholarship.
Did they feel bad?
In New York. No, I hope that they didn't. It wasn't because they felt bad, but maybe. But full scholarship to New York, great, love it.
Hey, best thing to get out of falling. You
There
fell
you go.
upwards.
Exactly.
Dream city to perform in. Ooh, and you've been a lot of places.
Yeah, to perform in. I think New York City would be, I mean, I've already performed in New York, but I guess the better question would be like, not saying that you have terrible questions. Sorry, that was an asshole move.
You suck, Mimi.
That was such an asshole move. But I think...
No, I love when people reframe questions because it just means you're making it your own.
Yeah, I think a place that I would love to perform in would be Lincoln Center. Like that was my childhood
dream venue.
Yeah.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah, totally.
If your dance style was a cookie, what cookie is it?
Chocolate chip.
I love how quickly you answered. Last but not least, if you could choreograph a halftime show, which performer are you choreographing, and what song is the performance starting out with?
God.
We love that reaction.
That's crazy. Who would I want to perform? I guess my childhood, or the child in me would go Britney Spears.
Ooh.
Which I don't listen to Britney Spears anymore.
No, but it's okay.
But I'm going.
Trend alert, because we were talking about Britney Spears yesterday.
I used to choreograph pieces to Britney Spears songs when I was like 4. So I guess it would be that, and I'm a Slave for You.
Oh,
she was my first concert.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you want to yes and with me for one quick second as we shout out our beautiful sponsor? You hold that little tab over there. Thank you to our sponsors. Shout out to neildoesart.com. Go to neildoesart.com where you can find their Eastern Sierra inspired photography art, where you can get it as postcards. Back here we have some metal prints, or these beautiful tapestries that you can use to gift to somebody or use it in your background. Make your apartment, your home, your space a little vibey. Put it in your home office. Go to neildoesart.com and use the promo code CHERRY for 10% off. Thank you, sponsors. Speaking of sponsors, you know who else is a sponsor of this show? You are, by joining the Patreon. Patreon.com/MeMeCherry Productions. You support us. You support us supporting artists. You support us supporting production managers. You support us supporting puppies. Let's all support each other. In this economy, we got to stick together. In this everything, we got to stick together. But no, really, $3, $6, $9 a month. You can be a honey level, a sugar level, a caramel level patron. You get gifts in the mail that look like stickers. Sometimes you get a t-shirt if you're a caramel level. You get access to exclusive content like Seamus's Patreon spin-off shows, my What's in My Telfie, that used to be What's in My Snurse. I'm starting to lose the plot. This is when I'm going to say we're going to go on a commercial break. And we will be back in a bit to play some games with our amazing guest, Bella. Thank you, Bella. We'll be right back. You stick around.
I was wondering, do you remember that you have a Patreon?
Wait, I have a Patreon?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Not only do you have a Patreon, but you also have a certain level of each Patreon that each person can aspire to become.
Yes, you can aspire to be one of my patrons.
What is the first level?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked the honey level. And in the honey level, you're going to get a sticker in the mail. You're also going to get production credit.
Hey.
And you also get access to hot cam footage, editing footage that used to end up on the editing room floor digitally, that now ends up in your hot little pockets in your honey level of the Patreon.
What is the second tier?
We have a sugar tier. In the sugar tier, you're going to get not one sticker. You're going to get 2 stickers in the mail every month. You're going to get the production credit.
Hey.
You're going to get the hot cam footage.
Okay.
But you're also going to get the new Patreon exclusive What's in My Snurse, and or just other Patreon exclusive content that would not be at the honey level, because honey you're okay, but you're not sugar. If you take sugar and you throw it in a pot, put a little heat on it,
Okay.
you get caramel.
There's a caramel tier now?
That's the top tier.
Okay. I have to know what is in the caramel tier.
What's in the caramel? You get 2 stickers in the mail every month. You know that you also get a little note handwritten by me?
What?
Yes, everybody gets a note with the stickers.
Well, that's fun.
I mean, it's like Christmas, I told you.
Okay.
You get the stickers. You get the production credit because you're what? A producer.
Hey.
You get the hot cam footage. You get the snurse footage. You get the other Patreon exclusive footage, but you also, and we are coming up on the first drop of these that people are going to get t-shirts in the mail because every 6 months, the caramel level gets a t-shirt in the mail. So yeah, so that is the
Patreon.
MeMeCherry presents series of fortunate events.
Oh, we're back.
Oh. Hey.
Somebody wanted to come and say hi. Hello, little girl.
You're super cute.
Did you want to ask the questions for the game? We are here with our sweet, sweet guest, Bella. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I have some fun games for you.
Okay.
If you're down to game.
Let's go
If
on.
you're down to game. First up, I have Eagles fan or fake fan. I'm going to tell you
Never a
some
fake fan.
things.
Okay.
And you tell me if they're real or fake.
Oh, okay.
We're going to see how much you know or
Oh,
don't
shit.
know.
Oh, no.
Have fun with it.
Okay, let's see.
For $1 million hairs. No.
Yeah.
First up, the Eagles once had a play called the Ballet Blitz.
True or false? I want to
this-
say
is-
true.
It's fake, but it should
Oh,
exist.
God. I fell for it like a fucking so gullible.
An Eagles player once celebrated a touchdown by actually doing ballet.
Probably true.
Yes, real. Chad Johnson once did a ballet move after scoring.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Chad Johnson, really?
that's what ChatGPT told me.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
The Eagles mascot once got stuck on a goalpost mid-game.
I want to say true.
Real. It happened to Swoop during a game.
Yeah.
Swoop
Good old
is
Swoop.
the mascot.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. Why is the name Swoop? Do we know? Is it because it
Because a bird.
got it?
A bird swoops.
Got it.
I
Cute.
guess. I don't know.
Whatever. A former Eagles player trained in ballet to improve his footwork.
Yeah, true.
Real. Many football players use ballet for agility. Lynn Swan of the Steelers famously did. You know what else? Shout out Pilates.
Pilates is great.
Yes, I love Pilates. Pilates has changed my life. During a snowstorm game, an Eagles player slipped and accidentally pirouetted before scoring a touchdown.
False.
It's fake. But don't you wish it happened?
Yeah, but I'm sure anything could be, if you're spinning, you could say that it's a pirouette.
Of course. Last but not least, the Eagles once had a halftime show featuring ballet dancers reenacting famous plays. Your face.
False?
It's false, but that I say you choreograph it.
Yeah, maybe I will. Philadelphia Eagles.
Speaking of
me up.
choreography, I have another fun little game for you.
Okay.
We're going to call this dance roulette. You take it how you want. You can verbally, or if you want to show us, I will not be upset.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a random word, and you're going to improvise a concept of how it would become a dance or a performance.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go.
For example, popcorn.
Lots of jumping.
Okay, perfect. She's going with it. Clown car.
Tons of people.
Tons of people.
Tons of people.
Wobbly flamingo.
That's already kind of me. So 1 foot.
Show me. Haunted house.
Ghosts. A bunch of ghosts on stage.
And what are they doing?
They're floating. They're floating on their toes.
I love floating.
With like beautiful, beautiful silk.
Yes.
I see a lot of silk.
Yes, there's a shout out Phoebe. I believe it was one of her numbers for the High Princess pageant. She comes out on the stage and her veil was held up by balloons. And so it floated behind her.
Oh.
Drag queens be out here doing stuff.
That's really freaking cool.
Steal the idea.
No, I can't.
Borrow.
Oh, we're all
the best
borrowing.
ones borrow. Zombie ballet.
Zombie ballet. Tons of blood.
What about a possessed tutu?
Oh, that would be really fun.
I feel like that would be very
I think there would be a lot of invisible string pulling. Yeah.
And like, we are turning possessed tutu. Possessed tutu is the show. Okay. What is this show about? What is happening in Possessed Tutu? What is the storyline of Possessed Tutu? What is our character doing? What's happening to them? What has happened to them that they have a possessed tutu? What do you think?
Maybe they're in a haunted theater, like an old theater.
Like Phantom of the Opera style?
Exactly. Yeah, maybe Phantom of the Opera style. Or like the Red Shoes. Have you ever seen the Red Shoes?
Yeah,
kind of like that.
So that you just can't stop.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like dancing. You can't stop twerking or something like that.
Sick.
Okay, we're going even kookier. We're in Vegas. Right around us is Area 51. So what about aliens?
An alien ballet? Mm-hmm. Or dance? Mm-hmm. I actually... That's quite the concept.
I have a better question for you.
Okay.
Aliens have landed. You are the ambassador of ballet. How do you explain ballet to the aliens?
I think I'd have them do a field trip to Lincoln Center.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, go watch New York City Ballet.
And what show are they watching?
The Nutcracker.
Beautiful. We are rounding the corner in this game. Touchdown tutu.
Touchdown tutu? Mm-hmm. What is that?
If you were going to do a dance that we called Touchdown tutu, what does this dance look like?
Maybe it's a two-step.
Okay.
Oh, if I'm thinking about a big, burly man getting a touchdown, it's just a two-step. Tutu.
Last but not least, the penalty flag.
The penalty flag. Mm-hmm. Huh.
Just throwing things.
The penalty flag.
I think I broke our guest.
I'm just like, I need more time.
With that, I think that means the game is over. My sweet, sweet Bella, do you have anything that my audience should look for, should keep in mind when they're thinking Bella? Any shows they should absolutely check you out in, your social media that they should absolutely come follow you on?
Yeah, definitely. If anybody's in Vegas, come out to Mavericks.
Yes.
Mavericks at the Plaza Hotel. Yeah, it's a variety show, cabaret. It's everything. I can't even explain it to you, but it's beautiful. It's what Vegas needs right now.
Yeah.
Affordable tickets, parking validation. Big thing in Vegas right now.
Cheap drinks.
Cheap drinks. Yeah.
And a great show.
Yeah.
That's like I kept telling Seamus, this is so Vegas. This is so Vegas. This is so Vegas.
I feel really lucky to be in a cast that it doesn't even feel like work. I go there and I get to dress up.
If you could trade numbers with one of your cast members, what skill out of everybody else's skills what number would you do?
Would love to be a hand balancer. So I would say Scarlet Business, who you would have.
Yes, you would trade. You would Freaky Friday with Scarlet.
Yeah, and we're good friends, and I really look up to them, and yeah, they're just really, really great.
Excited.
Yeah.
We have sadly reached my least favorite part of the program, but I'm gonna leave you with a few things to think about. First of all, thank you.
Thank you
for coming on. Thank you for being silly with us. Thank you for yes-anding. We have more amazing guests coming, as you saw. You helped me tease the future guest of the show, Scarlet Business, so keep an eye out. If you're listening to this show on podcast sources like Apple or Spotify, please leave a review. It helps a glittery pirate ship radio show like mine sail deeper and bluer and shinier seas. If you're on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. It's It's literally the freest thing that you can do to help an artist. What's your favorite emoji?
The peach.
Peach, leave a peach, or the ballet.
Or no. Yeah, leave little ballet.
I was gonna say the ballet
the
shoes.
point shoes.
Ballet shoes, peaches, and
maybe
angel
swan.
faces, swans.
Yeah.
Leave all of
Or
the
a bird,
above.
or an eagle.
Yes, all of the above
all of
emojis.
it,
Please confuse YouTube's algorithm into thinking that you love us by leaving us silly emojis, because I'm trying to figure out YouTube, and the only thing that I know is like, subscribe, and engagement. So please help us out. Thank you. You heard me talk about the Patreon, patreon.com/MeMeCherry Productions. You help independent media. Now more than ever, we want to share voices. We want to share beautiful voices like Bella's. We want to give opportunities to talented people like Seamus. We want to help me break free of the corporate gig that is the one that helps pay for all of this, but I want this to pay for all of this. So help a girl out. Follow us on social media, sofepod.com. You will find all the links. MeMeCherry IG for me on Instagram. Slide into our DMs if you have something fun to say. August 7th, Oasis, San Francisco. SOFEPod, live, coming to you, and a stage near you. I can't tell you who's going to be on the cast yet. Well, I can tell you I'll be on it. All right. That's it. That's the gig. Bye.
Thanks.
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events. Fortunate events.